Please stand clear of the doors. Por favor, manténganse alejado de las puertas.
As my name implies, my favorite of the Disney parks around the world is Walt Disney World, and a large part of that is due to, of course, the rides. But that doesn't mean that it always has the best rides. There are some versions of the same ride that are superior in other parts of the world, and the subject of this video, completely unique rides that set those parks apart. So today, I'm going to look at the top 10 rides from other Disney parks that I would want to see here in Disney World. Now, to set some rules, I can replace rides if I think it's necessary, but not with itself, which basically just means I can replace, this is just an example, I would never actually want this, Jungle Cruise with the Tangled ride from Tokyo Disneyland, but I can't replace Disney World's Pirates of the Caribbean with Disneyland's, because then the whole video would just be replacing existing rides with the better versions. Also, this is based on both what I would want, my personal opinion, and also what I think guests would enjoy. So, if you disagree, I would love to hear your picks in the comments down below. Now that we have the rules set, let's start with Inside Out Emotional Whirlwind from Disney's California Adventure. This probably seems odd to a lot of you, considering it's not some huge e-ticket thrill ride, but what it does do is provide younger kids with a fun yet unique ride experience, and I think we could never run out of those kinds of rides. It's similar to other rides for younger kids like Dumbo or the Magic Carpets of Aladdin, but it has its own unique identity by being suspended from the top rather than just being connected to a carousel-like contraption. Plus, with Inside Out 2 out recently, more kids would be wanting an attraction with these characters, and Disney World could make it stand out more next to the version at Disneyland by including the new emotions from the sequel. Although I'm not entirely sure on where they would put it, unless they wanted to clear out and expand Pixar Plaza and give people an actual reason to go back there right now. But nonetheless,
I'll have 2 number 9s, a number 9 large, a number 6 with
Wandering Oaken's Sliding Sleighs from Hong Kong Disneyland. Now, this ride is similar to the Seven Dwarfs Mine Train in Magic Kingdom. Both are coasters that blend in with their environment. Both have only one show scene, although Seven Dwarfs Mine Train is way, way, way better, and both are short. So while Wandering Oaken's would be a good addition to somewhere like Fantasyland, it does have pretty major issues that wouldn't be worth sacrificing something else like Seven Dwarfs Mine Train. Plus, the ride definitely works better with the whole Arendelle land rather than it by itself. It's very fun and looks thrilling, but by itself, it doesn't stack up much. But I would definitely be happy to get the land with the Beyond Thunder Mountain expansion, so that way we can have a pretty fun ride and a great land all in the Magic Kingdom.
Vegeta! What does the scouter say about his power level? It's over 8,000! 8,000?!
Monsters Inc. Ride and Go Seek from Tokyo Disneyland. This ride falls into a similar category as Emotional Whirlwind at Disneyland, but instead of just kids getting involved, Monsters Inc. is great since it's much more of a family attraction. It's also similar to Space Ranger Spin and Toy Story Mania, where guests interact with the ride in a competitive way. But the difference is, it's less about being the all-time winner and more about just having fun. I feel a good place for it would be Epcot in World Discovery, especially since the Play Pavilion is never ever going to happen. I mean, good, it looked bad anyway. So, Disney might as well use its building for this.
7.
Grizzly River Run. I am a huge fan of River Rapids rides, so the fact we only have one in Disney World, and it's Kali River Rapids of all rides, is a problem. If you saw my last video, you know how I feel about Kali River Rapids, and the fact Disneyland has a far, far superior version is just completely unfair. River Rapids rides are always a great and fun way to cool off, especially on a hot summer day, so I feel like this is just a no-brainer to add to Disney World. The only issue is that there's not really a place for it. It doesn't fit into any of the Animal Kingdom lands due to its theming to United States wilderness and not Asia, Africa, or dinosaur wilderness. Plus, its size makes it impossible to just put in somewhere else. But one place it could go is beyond Thunder Mountain. There's many rumors and theories as to what is going to be put there, but one thing nobody ever talks about is Disney possibly using part of that land to just expand Frontierland, a land pretty perfect for Grizzly River Run. Journey to the Center of the Earth from Tokyo Disney Sea. For a moment, let's look at an already existing Disney World ride, Na'vi River Journey in Animal Kingdom. Objectively, the ride is just kinda meh. It's a very unexciting ride, but it draws crowds for its beautiful scenery and an amazing audio animatronic. And looking at Journey to the Center of the Earth, it has both of those things, plus an ending just like Test Track. It feels like this ride was made to make fans of Disney happy, and that's really enough said. It also has a pretty simple story, so it could be placed pretty much anywhere. They could alter it a bit and put it in Tomorrowland they could replace the Speedway, Animal Kingdom, and maybe even World Nature in Epcot. If they're able to change the story enough, maybe they could even put it in Adventureland, but that is kind of pushing it.
5.
Alice in Wonderland from Disneyland. There are a few classic Disneyland dark rides that could be brought over to Walt Disney World. Pinocchio's Daring Journey, Mr. Toad's Wild Ride, but Alice in Wonderland to me is the best one. I not only feel like it's based off the best and most unique movie of the group, but I also feel like it fits best with the Alice in Wonderland area in Magic Kingdom's Fantasyland. The ride has fun, vibrant, and thrilling scenes, plus it going outside is very unique and adds a lot of character to the ride. Now, you're probably thinking that the area is small, and you're right, but I think it would fit perfectly if we removed the Tomorrowland Speedway. Simply put the entrance to Alice in Wonderland in the Alice in Wonderland area, kind of by the teacups, and have the show building be where the Speedway is today. I'm not 100% sure how to pull this off, but maybe have it where, on the side facing Fantasyland, we see the ride vehicles in Alice coming out of the building like in Disneyland. Then make the Tomorrowland side look like a futuristic building. Maybe make that side something small, like a small little snack bar, so it's not completely useless. But if you really want to push it, make it so Alice in Wonderland and the Speedway exist together. The cars could go through the show building and inside our show scenes, so we're getting a classic Disneyland dark ride and improving another ride by giving them something to look at. Just make the cars electric so we don't have to smell that. Disneyland's Autopia's doing it. It's time for Disney World to do this as well.
His power level has gone up to 400.
Big Grizzly Mountain Runaway Mine Cars from Hong Kong Disneyland. Is that one of the worst titled rides I have ever heard in my life? Yes. Is it one of the most thrilling rides Disney has ever put out? Yes. Is this seriously the second grizzly bear themed ride on this list? Yes. When I started making this video, I didn't even know this ride existed, as I had never heard anybody ever talk about it. But after I watched a ride point of view of it, I knew I wanted it here at Disney World. It is very similar to Big Thunder Mountain in the Magic Kingdom, but with a different story. And where Thunder Mountain has twists and turns and drops, this ride makes up for lacking that with something unique. At one point, the ride goes up a lift hill, stops, and then flies backward for a considerable amount of time. With this feature, good ride length, and a good show scenes and theming, it makes it pretty perfect for Disney World. However, much like Grizzly River Run, it doesn't go great everywhere, and it wouldn't be worth getting rid of Thunder Mountain for it. But also like Grizzly River Run, it could theoretically appear in the Magic Kingdom expansion beyond Thunder Mountain, assuming they want to expand Frontierland.
1, 2, 3, 3.
Rapunzel's Lantern Festival in Tokyo Disney Sea. This is your reminder that the only tangled thing in Disney World is a bathroom. Rapunzel's Lantern Festival is what Disney boat rides need to be. With absolutely outstanding animatronics, beautiful show scenes, and amazing music, this is the quality Disney should always strive towards with their rides. My only complaint is that it ends with the floating lantern scene and not the actual ending to the film. I mean, Mother Gothel doesn't even make a single appearance in the ride, even though she has the best song and the best song reprise. But those complaints are minor compared to the amazing quality of this ride overall. And as for where it would go, I would say the Germany Pavilion at Epcot. You see, in the early days of Epcot, there was going to be a boat ride called the Rhine River Cruise in the Germany Pavilion. So take that space and give it to this ride. Obviously, there will have to be some adjustments considering that ride space has been sitting dormant and is likely storage or a cast member something, but it's possible, and I feel like it's worth it. California Adventure is definitely this video's big winner, as my number 2 spot is Radiator Springs Racers. This ride is Chess Track, which is already great, but with better theming, better music, and a better story overall. It combines e-ticket thrill with e-ticket dark ride and is one of the greatest Disney rides of all time across all parks around the world, and I will stand by that forever. And it needs to come to Walt Disney World. This is too good not to share everywhere. Plus, while this entire video has been where I think these rides should go, it's already been rumored that Radiator Springs Racers will go into the Magic Kingdom expansion beyond Thunder Mountain. Some rumors say all of Cars Land will be there, which I would prefer greatly, but just Radiator Springs Racers will be absolutely phenomenal and an amazing addition to Disney World. Like I said, one of the greatest rides ever made, ever. Before I say my top pick, I have some honorable mentions I would like to go through. The Incredicoaster from California Adventure is a very fun and an amazing roller coaster, but the theming is subpar and really only fits in Pixar Pier due to the land's California Pier theming. No animatronics, and just kind of a coaster painted red, something that Disney should be better with. Crush's Coaster from Disneyland Paris is a fun Finding Nemo meets Space Mountain ride, but I have a very big fear of the ocean and can't even ride in the seas with Nemo and friends at Epcot without getting a cold sweat. It would be fun for many people, but me, I would never ever want to ride it. Zootopia Hot Pursuit is a great ride that turns guests into Zootopia police officers, and I always love trackless rides. But due to the recent events in the United States history, it would be best to avoid this topic altogether. But now, on to my number 1. Enchanted Tale of Beauty and the Beast from Tokyo Disneyland. This ride is a gorgeous fusion between Beauty and the Beast and Mickey and Minnie's Runaway Railway. Beauty and the Beast is one of the greatest films of all time. Not just Disney films, not just animated films, but one of the greatest films of all time, period. With beautiful animation, breathtaking music, and exceptional storytelling, it is easily one of the greats. So combining all of that with the amazing ride system and effects of Runaway Railway, it's basically the perfect ride. Actually, not even the effects of Runaway Railway. The effects of Enchanted Tales of Beauty and the Beast is far better. This is easily my number 1, and it's not even really close. As for where it could go, the line could start back by Gaston's Tavern and then have guests travel under this road and have the ride be in this forested area. Not really sure how possible that would be, but just an idea. We could also get rid of Gaston's Tavern and Enchanted Tales with Belle, and while that would be sad, compared to this ride, it's not really that big of a loss. Or we could even get rid of Journey of the Little Mermaid and have the entire back area be Beauty and the Beast themed. Because, like I said, it's an amazing ride. It would be sad to get rid of Journey of the Little Mermaid. I do enjoy that ride, but in comparison, it's like night versus day. Completely different. And that's going to be it. Thank you all so much for watching. Definitely a smaller video compared to last time, but I think it's still good. If you liked what you saw, be sure to hit subscribe and have a great day.